Pozdrav 10. O, da sam sad tamo gdje smo stali. U prošloj epizodi smo došli do ovih nuspojava DLC. Tu smo prekupili 2370 orin. Od Poker Dice je pistovi, tako da prešli smo najduže questove moguće. Sad su nam ostala ova dva sporedna. Down the hatch, gdje trebamo da napijemo se sarlo da ga povidimo u bitci i trebamo uzeti ovo za mijelku, taj rank, to usput kad budemo prelazimo main story pa ćemo da ispiti. Dakle, down the hatch je, prečer vidimo Dandalena je otvorena kako.
Yes?
Primijetio sam da Dandalen zna nešto,
What's going on here? Who are all these people?
A perfect illustration of what happens when city guards are underpaid. Captain Dubin, as an enterprising young man, started up a little scheme to generate some additional personal income.
I thought I saw prisoners duking it out in the other cell.
Bullseye. Turns out illegal fights are a gold mine. The audience are all rich, bored burglars who pay lots of coin to see a bit of blood, sweat, and tears shed for their entertainment.
I long for the day when I find you not in trouble and in a position to help me for a change.
Not my fault this time. I had a really tight plan. See, the alderman is dripping with gold, and he's given his wife full title to all of his, assets.
Dandelion, I really don't feel like listening to how you were going to fleece some married woman.
This from someone who does so well with the fairer sex. Not to pry, but how's Yennefer?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I think I hit a soft spot. Ruffled this turkey's feathers. All right, I'm sorry.
Take care of yourself, Dandelion.
Znao Yennefer, interesantno. Što znači da je ovo kada nemamo amneziju. Ovo je doba gdje nemamo amneziju u DLC. Jako interesantno. Yennefer je karakter jako bitna priča. Jedan main karakter, Witcher franšizi knjiga i seriji isto kao što ste imali. Nisam očekivao da će se nas spomenuti u ovoj igrici. Iskreno i znači je definitivno znači Sorceress. Mi ne znamo šta se desilo s njom, mora da je dolica, ako zna gdje. Jer smo sada se razdvojili još. Od kad smo Siri spašavali to sve. Ove golove ramene. To je taj lik, ali nećemo da njega još. Ajde. Čisto red radimo, da.
Hey there, friend. Hold up a moment.
Čekaj.
What do you want?
I'll keep away from the city gates for the time being, and if you want your friend to live, go and see Mr. Glover.
Idemo mi Dane prvo. Pa imamo 2000, mislim. Možemo mi njemu predati ako on nešto zezne, ali to znači gledano ne želim. Znači, skonto sam otprilike kako mi trebali da pobjedimo onoga Battle. Morat ćemo nakupovat par pivi, par likjeva i onda ćemo samo to da se izborimo s njima, pa daj Bože da ga pobjedimo u borbi, a ovu prsten to ćemo otići za jednog čikca kojeg nismo posjetili, ili onaj kod Graveyarda i sa njim moramo popričati, ima i onaj za knjige, to je ovaj prvac stupno, to ćemo isto ništa. Malo prvo da mi odemo da spasamo, možemo popričati ovako. Tako da ovaj DLC je ono duži. Nam loadalo kod jednu da vidim sam. Nije. Save game, kod ne. Sve ćemo preko City Jail, sam mislim. Reći sam. Prije ga povijedam volao fight, ne moram više s njima ništa pričati. Znači treba moje like popiti, dobro. Uzet ćemo malo više. Uzet ćemo striktno ovaj komad. I ovo. Aj sad. Prvo ćemo se napiti sa... Vidjet ćemo sa lagi, elementima sreka, tipa 2 komada. Sad 2, 3. I sad nas je već obozala malo. Dobro mi je to polako. Popijemo. I on može pogdesiti. Ok, da vidimo. Vjerovatno smo sad bolje, pošto da, evo.
I'm exhausted.
Kaže umoran.
That took a plowing witcher to outdo me.
I think I've proven myself.
Da
Give me
kasem
the
se
key.
daj mi ključ.
You know what? I haven't met anyone who'd suit me in
Nešto?
conversation as much as you have any time in the recent past.
Ne, kaže.
It
Ima
almost
zvuka
feels like we're
konverzacije.
brothers.
Mi smo braći.
Because you see, I come from the family of
Kad
the
došao iz
famous
porodice,
traveller
kaže.
by the
Ali
Backhoisen.
što, kaže, vajut neko.
Sergeant, the key.
Geralt,
A,
call
ključ.
me Oral.
Ja sam
We drank together, which makes you my mate.
Ah.
So this ancestor of mine,
Ja
the
sam
traveller,
zašto
what
pravim-
adventurer really, he kept a
A
journal.
dobro, da smo potrošili.
It's nothing short of an antique now. It's been in the family for
Ključ
generations.
sad.
I've heard of Backhoisen. Didn't he discover the Swallow's Tower?
Skontakt.
Oh, that's him. Geralt, I suddenly feel a terrible longing. Take the journal, my one and only friend. And the key to the sewers. Come here, give us a kiss.
Maybe some other time.
Dakle, imamo ključ za silare, ako se nešto zadesi, lagano sam. Sad idemo do onog čikca probat ga naći da radimo ovaj drugi svijet quest da radimo ministeri. Možda nam bolje treba sewers, možda ne znam. Čisto neka se može zatrebati.
Bye.
Idemo sad popričati sa ovim innkeeperom. Da li iz njega trebamo izvući neku informaciju, to mi interesuje, vidjet ćemo se. U ovakvom stanju iz njega ne mogu izvući ništa.
I'm looking.
You've come to the right place.
I'll take a.
Yes?
Ili samo zavući. Ma to je to, nemam ništa. Idemo protara taj koncept, vidjet ćemo da... Ćemo popričati sa ovim gravijar čovjekom ako ga ima. Ne znam ništa. Moramo naći taj rinak. Da smo lagani. Što se kažeš? Ok, idemo gore. Ima navik neki. Možda ono može pomoći za nek, sad ćemo njega pitati ako treba ništa.
Damn, this is nasty weather.
Depends how you look at it.
Playing optimist.
Da,
What do you want?
sve to jest.
Listen, I'm looking for herbs. Anything growing in the cemetery?
There's bryonia, celandine,
Aha,
verbena,
za biljke.
and fool's parsley.
Raste
Remember to
ovdje.
pick the bryonia in daytime. It's liable to be overly
Zapravo da uzmeš
moist if
dan.
picked at night on account of the
Sve koje
dew.
zamadio.
I guess you know your herbs.
Grasses, weeds, you know. Some varieties can be good for certain ailments.
Any idea of the monsters I'll find inside?
You really a witcher? All right. Well, there's ghouls, owl ghouls, wraiths, and vampires, like any cemetery.
Znači koje
Quite a selection.
Koje imaš
What do
što
you
smo
want?
bili?
I'd like to go roaming about the cemetery.
Oh, there's plenty of things I'd like to do, but I don't go bothering others about it. The cemetery's closed on account of the beasts that haunt it.
I'm a witcher.
Oh, that's
I
all.
slay monsters for money.
Expect me to be grateful? Hail the arrival of my saviour? Well, I ain't got the budget to retain
Možemo
witchers.
njega da mi switch,
Business has
možemo da...
turned sour. I'd rather not think what people are doing with their dead.
Think the Burgermeister might be interested?
Oh, why do the gullible ones
Może
always
bude
come
neko
to
drugi
me?
interesant.
Think the authorities bother with the problems of common folk? You're better off turning to someone of the leisure class.
Aha, može neko
Say the
drugi sebe.
nobleman, Everton of Rhind.
What's his interest in this?
My
Šta je
tourist
interesantno?
information, ask him yourself. I can
Aha, on
tell
drži
you that
ključ
he's put a
svoj.
reward on monsters' heads and holds the key to the cemetery.
Sounds like he might be worth a visit.
Možda on da.
What do you want?
Listen, about...
Oh, you...
Take care.
Open Saznajemo. Interesting. Ok, otključali smo novi quest, morat ćemo njega da radimo. Ali dobro, idemo mi prvo da odemo ovdje da vidimo što se nalazi. Zelenik. Evo da smo što... Ovo onaj lik iz... Da, ovo onaj lik iz onog dijela gdje smo... Vidite što on radi. Eksperimente iz... Pakite te močeve radi. Damn those swamps. Imamo gore na malu da ovdje knjigu. Te knjige mislim možemo prodati. File formula. Ova formula dobro.
Greetings to the honourable gentleman. Peruse at your leisure. You'll not see a finer collection at the royal court.
Pretty impressive.
Should anything catch your eye, feel free to ask. I am your host, Everton of Rhind.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
What do you want?
A ja nie ufazam što želiš.
I'm told you have the key to the cemetery.
I did, until I gave it to Lorthiel. You'll have to speak to her.
Who's Lorthiel?
An elven huntress. She agreed to hunt ghouls and bring me what alchemical ingredients she could skin. It's some time since I've seen her, though she lives nearby, having rented the smith's storeroom.
Guess I'll look in on her.
Should you find any monster organelles, bring them to me. I'll pay you well.
About the cemetery.
It's...
I was looking at your display.
It's a passion. You cannot fathom what people keep in their attics, the priceless historical artifacts they store there. I seek them out, collect them, study them to reveal the times from which they herald.
And anyone's free to see them?
Yes. I decided to give the public access to my collection. Haven't had immense numbers visit yet, but in time, people will come to appreciate the wisdom that issues from history.
I see quite a few monster parts. Impressive.
I continue to expand my collection. Should you find anything that might complete it, bring it to me. I shall reward you generously.
Sure. Where did you get the coin for all this stuff?
I am of the nobility, and my ancestors left me a small fortune. Instead of dashing it away on women and wine, as quite a few of my relatives have done, I decided to do something pro bono publico.
Interested in the services of a witcher?
I do purchase alchemy ingredients. 1 oren for drowner and ghoul parts, 3 for organs from owl ghouls and drowned dead, and 6 for anything you skin off a fledder or wraith. I'll double those prices if the parts are cleanly skinned, undamaged.
You want any ready-made potions?
My, sounds like quite an opportunity. Of course, bring me whatever you have. They'll be a fine addition to my collection.
Dobra.
Got my hands on the journal of a certain traveler.
Let me see.
Why?
Why, this is the diary of Bajvid Backhuizen.
Aha, imaš.
The famous peregrinations among magic paths and places. A true rarity.
I heard he was the only human to ever see the famous Swallow's Tower.
There is much to suggest that the Swallow's Tower is a transfer point between worlds. Surely you must know, Witcher, that our world is not the only one. During the conjunction of spheres, our ancestors passed from their former universe into this world.
Where they encountered elves, dwarves, and other sentient beings, who they promptly began exterminating like the monsters they found here. They took pleasure in persecuting non-humans, but funnily enough created not entirely human witchers to defend themselves from monsters.
Be that as it may, the journal is very valuable. What would you say to 50 orens and a book about fledders?
That should be useful. Thanks.
What do you want?
Everton, I found this strange stone. Don't know quite what to make of it.
Let me see. Witcher, you have found one of the 10 Sephiroth. Magic-imbued stones, fashioned by the gnomes, the eldest of the sentient races. I believe this is the Tipperath.
Gnomes are pretty good at working metal. I'd really love to have one of their Gwihir swords, supposed to be the best in the world.
The little devils believe alchemy is the key to omniscience. The Sephiroth are their mystical stones. What a joy to have the Tipperath in my collection. I'll give you 50 orens for it. And this herb manual.
Great. I'll come by if I find anything else.
What do you want?
What do people think of what you do?
I shall tell you confidentially that in trying to penetrate the many mysteries and unusual aspects of our world, I have made many enemies, even received death threats.
Could be you're getting too close to things someone powerful wants to keep secret.
I believe I have a certain clandestine organization, and can only hope that my social position and noble status will protect me from them.
I ovo je stornje. Open Saznajemo.
What?
Take it.
Extinction smo dobili quest, dobro. Imamo sad dosta questa da radimo. I svi su markovani. Ok, prvo ćemo da uradimo Open Saznajemo. Track map. Dobro, njegova prostorija.
Take it.
Tako da sad imamo dosta pasova, što se tiče side questa. Imamo prvo od ovih, one se nalaze ovdje odmah par, dobro. To je blizu, je li to na Sigfried koji ćemo biti isto? A kako prije nismo znali za to. Nas neke rijetke stvari dali smo. Aha,
Where did I put that Archangelica?
Gdje sam uzela Archangelica?
Greetings.
Greetings.
I'm Nurka, priestess of the great Melitella.
Geralt, Witcher.
What brings you here, Witcher?
I'd hoped to find Lorthiel. I need to talk to her.
This isn't the best time. Lorthiel has a terrible wound on her thigh. I've just come to dress it. Apparently these things come with her profession.
This is kind of urgent.
Nurka, I'm hardly bedridden, and I'd gladly know why a Witcher has come to see me.
This will only take a moment.
Fine then, I'll allow the visit. On another note, Witcher, I'd gladly buy any herbs you've gathered. My stock is running dangerously low, and I'm not losing any patience. How...
Got any work for a Witcher?
I have employment for anyone who knows a bit about herbs.
What are you interested in?
In Vizima, you should have no trouble finding white myrtle, verbena, and wolf's aloe. I'll pay 3 orens for a dose of any of those.
Where would I go to find some more valuable greenery?
Venture into the sewers, and you should find green mold, suet mushrooms, and fool's parsley. While the cemetery is a good place to look for bryonia, celandine, and hellebore, these are worth 6 orens a dose.
Where would I go to find some more valuable greenery?
Venture into the sewers, and you should find green mold,
Where did you learn about herbs?
I'm a priestess of Melitele, who studied under Mother Superior Nenica at the temple in Elanda. I know no one who would be a better herbalist than the Mother Superior.
I've been to the temple in Elanda many times, and I know Nenica. I owe her. Nenica treated me after a certain striga plowed a ditch in my neck.
If you visit her any time soon, be sure to give her the regards of Nurka.
I noticed a vast burned-out ditch behind the temple.
A small hut stood on the site a few weeks ago. The workshop of a young and highly energetic alchemist. He had nowhere to go, so I allowed him to set up in the hut.
Don't see any hut now.
One day I heard a loud explosion, or perhaps implosion, I can never tell the difference. I suppose one of his experiments went wrong. Now I pray Melitele will take pity on his soul.
Take care, Mother Nurka.
Take care, choice. Okay, that was my quest. Ok, sve se može markati, to je jasno.
Gwynblade.
You know me?
I've heard others tell of you and you're easily recognizable. Forgive me, but I haven't the strength for prolonged conversation. Ghoulbite. I don't feel too well.
This'll just take a minute.
Yes?
How is life in Vizima?
Non-humans hardly have an easy time of it. My friend Gunn has a smithy, but the city guards incessantly threaten that they'll move him to worse quarters, as they need his workshop for an armorer, a human.
It almost sounds like they're creating a ghetto. Somehow I doubt non-humans will let themselves be relocated to a worse part of town.
I fear you are wrong, Witcher. Though actions of that nature are likely to escalate tensions between the races. I know a certain elf, his name is Yavin. Given the resources, he would jump at the chance of leading the non-humans in an uprising.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen.
And if it were to happen, who would you side with? Intolerant humans or intolerated non-humans?
Neither. I'd stay out of it.
Think through this. There may come a time when you'll be forced to make a choice.
I'm here about the cemetery.
That's where the ghoul got me. Vile place. It's full of necrophages and other post-conjunction beings.
I guess you know a thing or two about monsters. Everton mentioned you supply him with alchemy ingredients, or that you did until recently.
Tell him to be patient. Just a few more days and I'll be out hunting again.
Oh no, my dear. You'll go nowhere. You've a slashed muscle, torn sinews, and he was inches away from rupturing your femoral artery.
The priestess is right. Combating ghouls requires one to be completely fit, and I'm not sure you can rely on that leg of yours just now. What do you say I stand in for you just for a few days?
Reasonable, I think. The wound needs several more days to heal completely. Lorathiel, you must accept that you are not a female witcher and need just as long as other elves to heal.
A diable ep arse. I see you leave me no choice. Very well, Gwynblade. Take my key and enjoy yourself in the cemetery.
Okay, paređen quest opens.
Yep.
How it all...
I fit.
Well, I hope...
Yes?
Take.
Idemo dalje, što ćemo markovat? Što je ovo herbs? To ćemo i da uradimo. Radit ćemo je herbal, je to nešto lakše.
How can I help you?
I'm not very... That's nice. How can I help you? Tell me more. Why does... What are the...
How can I...
Take it.
Mother Melitelli.
Znači to Nirka bude dobro. Malo je ovo drugačije ovdje. Ima neke knjige, aj pa evo batak. Oparđe telefon. To smo prodali koliko smo mogli, nećemo to raditi sve. Vama. Exhibits. Znači, koji stoji se pretežno i ne mogu prići se treba raditi. I ovo, znači ovo je kako se prelaze kao je dobro, znači nama prosto da radimo Adept Glover House. Popričat sa njim, sa Mr. Gloverom. Pa ćemo usputno letno nastaviti stvari koje nam budu trebali. Hrsi vjerojatno ovdje negdje. To jest. Idemo da vidimo koji je Glover majstor. Ovo je tešće.
Mr. Glover awaits downstairs.
Aha, on je dalje.
Just watch out for the wyverns. They're in a bad mood today.
What wyverns? No matter, I'll see for myself.
Mr. Glover's waving.
I told you once already. You'll be allowed to go wherever your heart leads once Glover says you're...
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that's okay.
I told you once...
Yeah.
I told you once already.
Yeah.
Sweet. Ove vrste biljkima recimo da pademo se. Evo kabinet tamo. A, evo ga vedemo.
Well, well. So the Witcher deigns to come and see me after all.
Your man stopped me in the street.
I wonder, what are the chances of surviving a fight against two ravenous wyverns?
Depends who's fighting.
Someone not entirely familiar with a sword. An artist. Let's say a minstrel.
Mm-hmm. So how much does Dandelion owe you?
An even 2,000. And I know he aims to flee the city the moment they release him from jail. He foolishly believes he can outsmart Mr. Glover. My men have asked around. We know he's broke as a newborn beggar. To make matters worse, none in this city are willing to lend to him. I've no gripe with you, Witcher, but frankly, you may be his only chance. So, what'll it be?
If Dandelion doesn't pay his debt, I will.
More reasonable than I thought. Get the coin, quick, plain and simple. I hate to pressure you, but the city jail can be a depressing place. Heard a prisoner recently hung himself by his own bootlaces.
It needn't get that depressing for Dandelion. You have a deal. I'll pay his debt. Call it a side effect of having friends.
If you want to talk, come upstairs. I'm done feeding the wyverns.
A, to znači zato nam služe side questovi, što znači možemo da pređemo, pošto smo već doktorski imamo dvije, to je prelako deft. Dakle, na koji dođe sam gore.
I've met others who tried to tame wyverns. They all had missing limbs.
Animals sense strength, Witcher. My girls know who their master is.
I don't doubt it.
Insolvent debtors and cheats are their favourites. They become playful as cats, tormenting screaming little victims, pecking out their eyes, tearing away appendages. Oh, a few hours and nothing but a few bone shards left.
About that debt.
Got the money already?
2,000. Take it.
2,000? When Dandelion came by whining for a loan, I clearly remember mentioning it would cost him. I've waited a swiving long time for my money, so sorry, but you'll have to pay me interest.
How much?
1,000 orins. Watch what you say, Witcher. You're stomping on mighty thin ice and I'm underneath waiting for it to crack.
Don't push it, vi agree.
Don't push it, Glover. We agreed on 2,000.
Witcher, any idea what a nemesis is? It's someone who inflicts rightful retribution or vengeance. In this case, it's embodied by one mean son of a bitch. Yours truly.
Just one comment. Sons of bitches who threaten me or my friends bring out the rabid wolf in me.
Boys, it seems the Witcher has challenged you to a fight. When you're done with him, bring him down to the cellar. My wyverns are hungry.
Aha, ta priča. A ćemo zadnje. Kako si igra? Zdrška mislim. Vrlo lako, vrlo je dobar kombat mislim. U 150, pa sad se možemo možda... A da sam odvijerio, da. Dakle, sad se možda moramo i dogovoriti. To zdrowie. Ja mogę na majmany dawcy, ale zawsze są impresy. Dwa, trzy, cztery. I jeszcze razem. Opa, fejali smo sponsor. Sve ovo je fejalo. Ostalo je samo da ga izbavim iz ćelije. I tako će da bude. Mislim, možemo i druge kraje, ali... Ovako da ide. Imali smo dvije, nije slušao, pa... Šta da mu se radi? A ne znam za malanje.
Geralt, nice of you to visit a dear friend in need.
I resolved matters with Glover. We need to leave the city pretty quickly.
That's a load off my back, let me tell you. Thanks, Geralt. To be honest, I was not looking forward to expiring in a pool of my own blood down some dark alley.
Later, Dandelion. Put it in a ballad. Now grab your shit and let's get out of town. Actually, we'll hit a bathhouse first. You stink something awful.
I see, super.
Vizima seemed a hostile shore, so we left the city and roamed the land. Jeremiah Trick, known also as Remsmeat, stepped into Glover's boots. With no interest in wyverns, he turned Glover's pets into steak and began trading in fistek to support a robust appetite. But that is another story.
U suštini to je to. Znači, mi nećemo ono dalje, zato što ima to više krajeva, ali mi smo izabrali ovaj. To bi imalo puno posla, puno hrbova i to treba. Jedan DLC ne može sve priđe, znaš, uvijek. Tako da to je naša odluka, ne. I tako će da bude. Tako da, to je bilo toliko za episod. I sljedeći ćemo DLC, vidite. Da se idemo sljedeći. Uživite. Pozdrav.